Well, good morning, everybody. Well, it's morning for me right now, kinda. I really don't know what time it is. It's probably around 11. But it's a slow morning. It's hard getting up this morning. If I sound tired, it's because I am. Check out our tree. Our tree split in the yard, our maple, and it fell onto that tree. Took down a bunch of limbs. And there's the carnage out there. Took me 2 days to get all that cleaned up. It's been a mess out here. Almost fell right on the porch. But I wanted to get on today, make a video, and I'm gonna take a little walk here, walk around the yard, maybe down the road, I don't know. But I want to talk to you about what it's like to run a business. And I see when you look up running a business on YouTube, you get all kinds of information about how great it is, about how easy it is. Sometimes they say it's hard, but it's gonna be worth it. And they tell you how much money you can make. They talk like you're gonna be rich in no time. And they give you these equations to strike it big in no time at all. And let me tell you, it ain't like that. I've searched for videos where people talk about the struggles they're having, or how hard it is to run a business, or whether you should even do it at all. And there's not many of them out there. They're all people that are dressed fancy, and they're standing in front of a whiteboard or a chalkboard, and they're telling you how you do it and how you make money. And it just doesn't work that way. So I'm here to break it to you and tell you some of my experiences, which are good and bad. You kind of take your own idea from what I'm telling you here. But when I started my landscape company, we're coming up on 2 years now. I've been landscaping for a few years. And when I was landscaping, I actually worked for a landscape company and then started my own kind of part-time. But I was really just working 2 full-time jobs. I was making a lot of money. And so you think, well, this is awesome. I'm gonna go start my own company and I'll make even more money. Well, it doesn't work that way. I started my company. Things are going good. I'm not broke. I'm not going out of business. I'm not struggling so much that I'm giving up. But it's hard. You're going to put a lot into your business, and this can go for any business, not just landscaping. I remember when $10,000 seemed like a whole lot of money. And in a way, it still is. But you can have 10 grand in your account, in your business account. And 1 week of bad luck will drain it. And not even just bad luck, but the government will take it. And you're left with like nothing. It feels that way anyways. You can have 10 grand. I had tires go out, which was $1,200. I had to pay the government taxes, quarterly taxes, 2 grand. I had to pay myself. It was a pay week. So I paid myself what I pay myself, which isn't very much. There goes half of it. Then you still have to buy materials for the jobs coming up. There's still more expenses. I had to go buy a saw. I got to buy a wheelbarrow because my wheelbarrow's broke. It just keeps adding up. And getting ahead is very difficult. Sorry. Because the minute you feel like you're getting ahead is when things start to go wrong or tax time comes around. And I may have, you may have a few grand in there. But then you have to think, okay, well, I have this many months till winter, and things are going to be really slow. I'm not going to get near as much work. do I have enough money to survive the winter? At this moment, I do not. Now by the end of summer, I think I will. I think it won't be a problem. But as of right now, I'm on the struggle bus. I'm not broke. We're not struggling for food. But just mentally, it's taking a toll. Landscaping's hard work, and I'm a one-man crew, but I get it done. And for the most part, I enjoy it. It's really hard work. My back hurts constantly. And it's not always, enjoyable, but I enjoy the free time. That's what I enjoy most, is having my own schedule and being able to do what I want to do when I want to do it, which is awesome. But it's not like a 9-to-5 job where you punch in and you clock out and you're done. You don't have to think about it anymore. The mental side of things is the hardest part about running a business. You think about it on your days off. You think about it when you're trying to go to sleep. You're thinking about it when you wake up. You're thinking about who you got to call. Sorry, my arm's getting tired. You're thinking about who you got to call, things you got to do, where you got to go 24/7. And that is the worst part about running a business. And then your body's tired on top of that. And I would say that goes for any business, not just landscaping. You could own a store. You could own a coffee shop. I don't know. It's definitely not really a job. You've got to make it your life to be able to run a business. And there's days when it goes really good and I come home and I can flip it off and not really think about it and go out and work in the garden and go fishing or whatever, and things are good. And then there's days where you're very low and you're thinking about all the things you got to do, all the things that went wrong, people you got to talk to, and you can't put it off because it's your own business. And if you put it off, it's just going to keep building up. So I definitely remember and slightly envy the days of when I had a 9-to-5. I will say I make more money now. I can't afford things that come up, like if I need tires. I had the money. It wasn't that big of a deal. I put them on. As before, working a 9-to-5, if I needed tires for $1,200, I'd have been like, oh no, what do I do? Where do I find the money? But we did have the cash. But you have to weigh I can't even think of what I'm trying to say. You have to decide if it's worth it. Is the mental part of it, the mental struggles, worth it to continue to run the business? Is it going to take a mental toll on you? Are you going to feel tired and drained constantly? You got to think, if I go back to a 9-to-5, would the lower stress be worth it? Or if you're thinking about starting a business, do I want the kind of stress that comes with it? That's up to you. I'm still deciding for me personally, and I've been owning a business for going on a couple years. 3 years, technically. But yeah, so it's very interesting. Owning a business isn't easy. It's not for everybody. I would highly suggest really thinking about it before you take the leap. I made way more money doing it as a part-time gig on the side than doing it full-time. But the best part is having the free time. And I couldn't imagine, and I'm not saying it won't happen, but I couldn't imagine going back to a full-time job and working 40 hours a week. But as of right now, looking back, it's a struggle compared to what it was. But thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. I will be more than happy to answer questions I'll probably make another video on this. Let me know what you want to know, or if you have any questions. It's actually my business t-shirt right there. That's my logo. Let me know what you think. See you later, guys.